One of the great things in life
Go
is
ahead.
when
Just
your
take a
brother-in-law,
picture, will you?
Jim Geiman, and sister-in-law, Rosie Geiman, and Rushman, and when they take you out for your birthday celebration. And of course, one of the lovely places to go is down here. You can tell by in the background, the Log Cabin Inn. And here's one of their fine waitresses down here, and her name is
Gabrielle.
Gabby, they call her.
Gabby.
Abby. But I can tell you one thing. She has got a great personality, knows what she's doing, and having been in the restaurant business before, I'm very proud to call her an excellent server.
Thank you.
Right here at the Log Cabin on Highway
Take
17.
them pictures.
Here
Did
in
he take it?
yeah, praise the Lord and pass the ammunition of godly
Oh, it's a
principle.
video.
Join us on Travels with the Stephensons, Facebook and YouTube, and on our television show called Are You Ready? Are You Ready for the Lord?
It's still that,
Johnny?
it's that ivory stuff.
Now, what's
I
that?
have the flag. Did you?
Oh,
well, I
beautiful.
actually bought it as a scarf and I hang it over this little room dividers in the corner of the bedroom. It's the same kind
She
of.
thought that'd be good on your
Wait a
table.
second, let me take a picture of
Now
it.
your coffee, your
Or kitchen
oak
table.
chest.
Or the cedar chest.
Because it's only
Here's your-
36 inches
Okay,
long. And
got it.
Your cedar chest is probably 48.
Yeah, that is cute.
They got them at Kohl's and I kept
Where's the other thing? I want to take a picture of
Oh,
it.
I already put it
The
away.
wall hanger. Well, get it. I want to take a picture of it. It's beautiful.
Can you take a picture of it? See? I'm tired of being on Facebook.
Okay.
I got some dish towels.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I couldn't remember which towels I've ever given you, if I ever gave you any.
you
Or...
gave me one that's got a little bicycle on it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I love that. John?
It's got a crucifix already.
Well, this is a.
It looks big, but I think it's 100% cotton.
So my
Trust me,
sister,
bigger
when
is
I-
better for me.
Yeah.
My boobs.
Are you the crazy cat lady?
No, I am.
She really
Both
is.
of us are. I was the crazy dog
Okay.
lady. but all my
Beautiful,
dogs-
beautiful, beautiful.
And the city
You don't want to be on camera.
New spays and
Dude, that's
releases.
Good job, kiddo.
Put the white paper down.
Oh yeah, hold on. Well, let's do this. There for gifts,
Yeah, but
kids.
you gotta remember, anniversary and birthdays.
All right.
How
Okay.
many times
Plus.
have you given?
Okay, then tell people tell her to stop saying that's the kind of bullshit.
She's the oldest daughter. Well, there is a picture.
I ain't gonna be.
What happened to your front door? What? He fell into the front door.
Oh my gosh, were they trying to break it?
Wow.
They did a little door there.
Come on. Get over there with them, Jim.
They
Okay.
like my white hair.
Now,
Do you?
wait a minute till I turn around.
I like
know we're gonna do it fun.
I've been talking to my cousin. Now we're in the sun.
No, he's gonna play the.
Yeah, but we're in the sun.
You know when you look at
Can we
his
take our
mask?
mask off?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're outside.
When you look at his mask and it says Trump train, when I first looked at it, it looked like it said Iran. Trump Iran.
In jail for 2 years already. Nothing like this has ever happened, and the term would be for many, many years because it's treason, and other words can be used also.
Do you think there should be more indictments as a part of this
Well, I think
investigation?
just on what I read in your wonderful papers, I think, and see what, just looking at the media, not even what I know. I think Comey is a disgrace to our country. I think Strzok, who just wrote a book, which is a total fake, is a disgrace. I think Lisa Page, his lover, is a disgrace to our country. I think that when you look
And
at
I agree with you,
where
President
Mark
Trump.
got $700,000 in campaign contributions.
They all ought to
from
be
Hillary
ashamed of
Clinton,
themselves.
Right? And then Hillary Clinton's under investigation, and yet she paid the head of the FBI, one of the top people, but actually the head because he took over for the other guy, who fortunately I fired. I made a good move when I fired. That was a smart move because they were looking to take down this administration, duly elected administration, So I fired him. That was a great move when I fired him, because maybe if I didn't, I wouldn't be here talking to you as president. But when McCabe's wife gets $700,000 in campaign contributions when she was running for whatever office she was running from Virginia, and yet he's in charge of the investigation of Hillary Clinton. Now he says, well, I wasn't really in charge. Of course he was in charge. He was totally in charge. He knew exactly what was going on. These people got caught in probably the biggest political scandal in the history of our country. They
Amen.
got caught. Now, what
Shameful.
the Durham report is going to say, I can't tell you. But if they say half as much as I already know just from seeing it, you have people, I watch some of the shows. I watched Liz McDonald, she's fantastic. I watched Fox Business. I watched Lou Dobbs last night, Sean Hannity last night, Tucker last night, Laura. I watched Fox and Friends in the morning. You watch these shows, and you don't have to go too far into the details. They cover things it's really an amazing thing. They got caught in the biggest political scandal in the history of our country. They were spying on their opponent's campaign. Not only spying, they were making up fake dossiers. You have the dirty dossier. They were making up the dirty, it was all made up. It was all fiction. It turned out to be fiction. And then they were using that in the FISA courts, this revered court. Well, it's not so revered anymore, because when you look at what they did and how they played it, and they hurt a lot of people. General Flynn is still being hurt, and he's being hurt very badly. He's a wonderful person. I spoke to General Milley about General Flynn 2 weeks ago. I said, what do you think of General Flynn? He said, he's a great soldier, sir. He's a wonderful, wonderful human being. He's been destroyed. He's been destroyed. No, I think that this, without knowing anything about what Durham is going to release, the Durham report, we'll call it, or maybe it's going to be more than a report. Maybe it's going to be much more than a report. I don't know. Maybe it's a report, or maybe it's much more than that. But when I look at the things that everybody in this room knows just from reading about it from yourselves back and forth, I think it's a disgrace to our country. And I think if people don't pay a very, very substantial price, it'll happen again. And this should never, ever happen to another president.
And that goes for Obama, Clinton, Biden, and all of them, the swamp.
Listening to Donald Trump, take questions. Some that went far afield from the Bob Woodward novel that is out right now, the book I should say that's out right now. A lot of conversations, a lot of tape of conversations, but I want to interrupt that to pass along an item that just flashed in the Wall Street Journal. J.P. Morgan, the big investment house, is telling its trading floor staff to get back to the office by September 21st. This is the first premier New York entity, trading entity, to say the shutdown is over, the lockdown is over, and we expect you to come back to work in person. They have largely Midtown Manhattan offices that had been essentially desolate since all of this started with the lockdown. But J.P. Morgan indicating right now that the better part of valor is that they return, quoting here from the Journal, by September 21st. The trading chief and the bank's global head of sales delivered the message in conference calls, saying that the executives are in agreement that child care and other medical conditions that make them more vulnerable to coronavirus complications, those individuals can continue working from home, but for everyone else, back to the office. This is
back to the office. Let's get the country back open. Let Donald Trump run the economy, and Mike Pence and team, and Senator Mitch McConnell, and Rand Paul, and Thomas Massey, and all other constitutional conservatives. That's what we should do. Vote November the 3rd, and let the American voice be heard, that we want the president to do the job we hired him to do, and elected him to do, and to continue to do for the next 4 years, to rebuild the growth and development of America. Travels with John Stephenson here. Had a great day with our brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and June's brother Jim Geiman, and enjoyed ourselves at the log cabin.
The question and answer part.
from our neighbor, Robin and Joel. Just a little idea where the pillow might go, at least one of them, here in my office. From Rose and Jim. Thanks to Miss June, my office is presentable and organized, as you can see. And we'll go out and take a look at the other one out there. And another little idea that Miss June came up with for that present from Jim and Rose. Put on my chair where I sit, resting with the Lord and the United States of America. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition of godly principles of love and prayers and heart and soul for all of us, and Donald Trump and Mike Pence and Senator Mitch McConnell and team, Rand Paul, Senator Rand Paul, Congressman Thomas Massey, and all the other Kentucky congressmen, conservative constitutionalists. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition of godly principles.